I've come all the way to Lincoln today to catch up with one of the UK's top young prospects in the British Superbike Championship. Last year he was racing in the Stock 600 class, he moved up to Stock 1000 and already has moved into the British Superbike Championship and scored points in his debut season. I'm here today at the Champions Flat Track School to catch up with Franco. Franco, we're here today at the Champions Flat Track School because I want to answer the question, who is that Franco born? Because that's all I keep hearing this year. You've had an amazing start to 2023. 2023? We're here today at the Champions Flat Track School, which is a little bit further afield from where you're originally from. Well, how come you've ended up here in this part of the world?
Yeah, like I say, this is a little bit out the way for me. Everyone thinks this is sort of where I'm based, but this is sort of 3 hours away from where I live. I got involved with Pete because I was the most terrible wet weather rider. And obviously flat tracks, awesome for throttle control, wet weather riding. So someone told us to get down Pete's flat track school about 4 years ago now. I was absolutely useless when I first came here. Did like a level 1 day, got on with Pete really well straight away, and yeah, just sort of built a relationship with Pete from there.
And your transition this year from Stock 600 to 1000 seems seamless. It's been one of the best transitions we've seen. What did it feel like getting on a 600 to a 1000?
To be fair, I've said this a few times, I think that it sort of helped me because I don't think I wasn't on the worst bike, but for my riding style, me and the bike didn't gel massively the first year on the 600 or the second, to be fair. So when I got on the 1000, all the sort of little niggly bits from my riding style on the 600, they just worked straight away when I got on the 1000s. All them little things that just annoyed me before were just out the window. So yeah, the power wasn't massively different. I'd say the 250 to the 600 scared me more, but just the turn, I could just do what I wanted, so I just gelled with it straight away.
And quickly from that, you've gone from being in Stock 600 to being on an official Superbike. Did you ever imagine that was going to happen? Yeah,
it's like me and my grandma and granddad talk about it all the time. The years when we were riding little mini motos. So I just cannot believe that it's got to this. It's just been a crazy last 3 years.
And your Superbike, you've already managed to score points on it. What's the difference between a Superstock bike and a Superbike?
It's nothing totally crazy, I would say. It's a few subtle things. The thing I've struggled with more is the actual chassis and how stiff it is. You have to be much more aggressive with the bike, I'd say. As in power, I wouldn't say it's too different in power, but I've definitely struggled with setup and just sort of me riding it a little bit too easy, to be honest. I need to attack it a little bit more.
Champions Flat Track School has been around for a few years now. I remember coming here. In fact, every time I normally come here, it's freezing cold in the middle of winter, which is when we normally come here. What have you found that this has given you with your riding?
Yeah, similar for me, to be honest. I don't do it massively through the season, but in the winter, I think it's absolutely great for me. I always seem to start the season with really good starts because I come here for the full winter. And as you can see, we've not got a massive amount of space in here. You need to get a good start, especially in the races. You need to get the front. So I find when I start the season with BSB, my start's absolutely awesome. And the less that I come here through the season, they slowly get a little bit worse through the season. So it's awesome for reactions, overtakes, racecraft, and starts as well.
Yeah, cool. Well, I think we should go get some bikes out. The last time I rode one of these, I actually broke my leg. So Eurosport don't know that. I didn't tell them that before the game. Hopefully we have none of that today. We'll go have some fun.
Let's do it.
I'm a bit out of practice and I forgot to bring my own kit, so I've got Taz's. I mean, it probably fitted when I was 10 kilos lighter than I am now. I'm also close to 6 foot and he's closer to 5. If you round mine up and round his down.
Well, Franco, thank you so much for having me today. I've thoroughly enjoyed training with you. Yeah. And we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for coming along.